Happy Thursday. All right, hopefully this is working. I'm guessing that we're live. Um, just a couple quick questions. Um, Holy moly, what is going on lately? It's crazy the news that's coming over. So, looking at M Live as usual today at 7:15, they're talking about CRT isn't taught in schools, and I know yesterday that Live from America with Jeremy Harrell, the American Voice, he's part of the American Voice News, is now saying that they were they had something for the teachers union and about CRT and what they were going to teach, and they had removed. I don't know. You'll have to watch it. I'll put the link to Jeremy's Rumble because he had to remove it off of YouTube because, well, and what is David Nino Rodriguez calls it fluff tube. So you have to be careful, I guess, what you say when you have a big account like theirs. So here in Michigan, it's a cloudy, rainy day. Happy Thursday, folks. But so I wanted to. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. That's why it's not working. Okay, there we go. So this is like what's on the headlines for M Live today. Isn't that interesting? And I just can't understand. If in fact that it's such a big deal, why are you? They don't. When you get the flu shot every year, they don't offer lotteries. They don't offer cars, free food, donuts, beer. They didn't offer all of that. So I'm just wondering how good really is this for you if they have to try to convince you. And on Facebook, someone had posted, there because they've got like I don't know how many millions or thousands of dollars Jackson County has, and of course Mayor Doby's here in Jackson is talking. It was like they had some public forum as to what are we going to do with this money, and some stupid ass, mind you, this is my opinion, YouTube, my opinion and only my opinion. I stated in my channel, this is an opinion frickin' channel because I got banned on frickin' Facebook for 30 days. Can't post until August. So I can't give my opinion as to what I'd like them to do with that money that they have for Jackson County. Let's try building maybe some homeless shelters because there's people all over the streets begging for money that have nowhere to live. And it's awful hot. People are going to get, I haven't heard anything posted about cooling centers. In the past years, before this whole thing happened last year, they had cooling centers. They would post for the homeless people in Jackson cooling centers. Not one, and it was 90 freaking degrees last weekend. 93 degrees as I'm driving through. But hey, that's all right. I guess, that's the only problem we have here in Michigan, I am going to go personal on you guys because I am very upset. I am from a liberal town. And mind you, by liberal, I mean political view liberal. I have never made my opinion based on anything other than the actions of a person. Nothing else. I truly believe in what Martin Luther King wanted and his hope for. And that is exactly how I base my opinion of people. It is on your opinion, your character, not your opinion, your character and your actions and nothing else. I could care about your exterior features. I could care less if you're four-legged, five-legged, if you got horns or not. If you're a good person, yeah, that's pretty much how I base it. And I have a good friend of mine who is experiencing a lot of shit in Milan, who has for the last, I don't know how many years, I want to say maybe 5 that they've lived out there. And mind you, this is a very, very, I love this person like my brother. I've known this person's, I can't even remember how long. Middle school, could be elementary. It's so long, I don't even know. But they have been experiencing some shit, and it's shit. I knew Milan was backwards ass. I knew it was backwards ass back in the day. Bunch of racist fucks in Milan. Little did I know that instead of growing out of their bullshit, Milan got even worse, because now I was not aware until this person broke down to their friends, those of us on Facebook, and let us know what the hell's been going on. And this is not a person that is into that whole BLM reparation, blah, blah, blah. But they have suffered. And I'm not saying racism hasn't existed. It existed back then when we were friends in high school and middle school. It was back then, but it wasn't as rampant as it is now. And getting back to, they're not into that whole BS, but this poor person, this wonderful, beautiful human being that is, I'm blessed to call my friend, that have been my friend for years, has been experiencing some shit in Milan. And I go to call the mayor because police were called, DEQ or whatever, DEA or whatever, because some jackass who worked for the government dumped hundreds of gallons of a chemical on the property that they owned, that they were trying to fix up and make better to do something good for this community. And this asshat, because he worked for the government, the police let the effer go. Yeah, I was a little pissed. And any time that my friend calls to inquire about, the status, because they went and got jars of this sludge, I guess, whatever was dumped on their property, to go take to an independent lab in Brighton, and they wanted $5,000 at the time, which is ridiculous. And to this very day, I don't know how long, I'm guessing this happened within, if not a year ago, more. But there are still no answers. Now, you would think that a chemical was dumped. Now, mind you, I was told that the landscaper that they have that comes to keep the lawn mowed and everything, because you have to keep your, or you get fined and blah, blah, blippity, blah. The landscaper they had that came out after the sludge was dumped ended up having to go to the hospital for burns. Can you imagine if this guy's kids had been there maybe that day helping dad clean up, mom and dad get their stuff, getting this place ready? I am enraged, and you should be too. This is unacceptable. This is totally unacceptable. Now, mind you, I looked in a little bit to the mayor, and I'm very, very pissed. I am a pissed ass Italian. I'm angry. The mayor of Milan is an attorney. Did you know that? And when I called the mayor's, not the mayor's office, because then the mayor doesn't have a listed number that you can call. When you look up mayor of Milan, his law office is what comes up, even on DuckDuckGo. And when I called the county, Milan's, the city of Milan, there, whatever that is, when I called their office in Milan, and I asked, how can I get in touch with the mayor, because I would like to speak, I've got a little bit of a beef. I was told that the mayor doesn't really check voicemail in his office. He gets easier found at his law office. Now, how are you a mayor and you don't regularly go to your mayoral office to check your messages? Now, after I had talked to my friend to let them know, hey, you know what? I was also told that the mayor is already aware of the issues that he's been having, and that the mayor is part of the problem. Now, let me just show you. Let me just show you Milan. This is Milan. This is Milan. Building and planning. I think that's where it was. Was it planning commission? Oh, yeah. Master plan. They got a master plan. Master plan. What is this master plan? I don't know, but my friend told me that after that incident with the chemical happened, someone had come out to their property while they were there and offered them $55,000 for the property. Now I know you've heard on YouTube and through the grapevine, different people, Twitter and TikTok. You've heard of people buying up land across the U.S. You think that might be something? I'm really concerned for my friend's safety, guys. So I'm hoping I kind of recommended that maybe he get in touch with Charlie LaDuff because I don't know of anybody that can figure out corruption better than that guy. That guy is Charlie's a good guy. And I mean, I always agree with some of his stances, but when push comes to shove, right versus wrong, Charlie will expose the wrongdoings and the corruption. So I was really very hopefully Charlie can help him out. If you know Charlie LaDuff, send him a message. Say, hey, there's a guy going to be contacting you from Milan. Please help him out. Keep my friend in your prayers. If there's anything we need in this country more right now is prayer. Good Lord, have mercy. So getting back to MLive. Let's go back. Go stupid shit. I'm telling you, I just really wonder. Yeah, I don't know about Julie Mack. I don't think I like her journalism, but then again, that's her opinion and this is mine. Opinion, YouTube. Opinion, you get it? I'm reading the news and giving my opinion of it. So American Airlines canceled flight to the Bahamas after high schoolers refused to wear masks. Well, isn't that funny? Because the mandates were listed as of, if I'm not mistaken, July 1. They were July 2. They were lifted in the state of Michigan. So what is the big issue? Chicabisha. So yesterday, speaking of this whole face diaper thing, I received an email yesterday through my employer because here in Michigan, we've got, I've told you guys before, the company I work for is veteran owned. There are warehouses, Detroit, Denver, and Florida. Okay. So mainly the biggest number of employees is here in Michigan because there's the warehouse and then there's 2 customer service offices in Michigan. So they've had to deal more with the Michigan issues than, say, Denver or Florida. In Denver, there's just the warehouse, or Colorado, whatever, is the warehouse. And then in Florida is warehouse and a customer service office. But most of the people are employed here in Michigan. So we get this letter, an email, and I knew that something was going to come of it. I knew we're still here in Michigan. We're still remote. We've got so many employees that we've had to employ so many employees, which is a good thing. God bless my employers. And I'm glad we're doing good because we help veterans. Our company helps the VAs help the veterans. So I really take pride in my job and what I do, and I love my employers. I couldn't have asked for a better company to work for. But we just have too many people, and there's not enough room in the office. They'd have to get an actual bigger physical location. And we've still been hiring more people throughout the last year. So we've been lucky in that aspect. And anybody who comes to work for this company is fortunate because they take good care of us. But anyway, so like going back into the office, they've asked some of us, what would you prefer? Well, I have a 45-minute drive into the office from where I'm at. So I was like, man, I'll stay home. I'll keep working remote and go in one day a week and work in the office one day a week. And that's how it had been determined when we were able to go back last June. Was it June we were supposed to be able to go back in the office, and then we got shut down again, and yeah, whatever. So that being said, We were given about a couple weeks ago, before they lifted the diaper mandate, that you could go in to work into the office. You had to have proof of that. So you had to give your proof of whatever, and then you could go non-diapered and whatnot. But you still had to do the social, the 6 foot thing. You got to look into that 6 foot thing, guys, because it'll creep you out when you find out what they do 6 feet apart and so on and so forth. But now they're saying, that was the old email that you had to, do that thing. But now you don't even have to have this, you don't have to have that to go unmasked in the office now, which is kind of wild, because they only send out those kind of emails when all 3 warehouses are able to comply with, they can't have like 5 different things for each different state. So I was kind of excited to see that. So, it is what it is. So hopefully we're on our way back. Thank you. Sorry, it's my lunch hour, and the old man got sent home for the rain day. But speaking of, okay, so then, I don't know if you guys have heard of Frog News Network with Doug. Pretty good bunch of guys. Professor Toto, I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. Professor Toto, you need to go on. I'm going to post his link because he's got some interesting information. And I'm going to, again, this is my opinion, folks. This is just my opinion. I'm just reading what I see, telling you my opinion. These places that are still like, I don't even know what to call it, are like blinded, and can't see, put your money where your mouth is. Take the money away from the big corps that are doing nothing but trying to poison us with their toxic chemicals and bullshit that they're putting in our water. Professor Toto, First Harvest Ministries, has they have a buy Walmart thing, and you can spend your money where it counts and help small local businesses. Liberty Water's another good one. I love their water. You get a free Constitution when you purchase from them. But I'll post the links to a couple different groups that have some interesting information, and I'm not gonna tell you what they have and kind of, because that's just taken away from them. That's their information. But I want to share that they're good places to follow up with and get information from. Because I just read the news, guys. I just read the news here in Michigan and say, hey, what you think about this? Because I want to call it what it is. So here we're on the Michigan and politics part here, and it says, smart meter refusal fees stand after Supreme Court declines to hear case against utilities. I'm telling you, don't put that in your house. You want my opinion? Don't put that in your house. You're asking Big Brother to come in your house and tell you what you can keep your temperature at. Are you nutty? Oh my Lantas, y'all people are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And now it's funny, 2 hours ago they posted this. The unjabbed should continue wearing face diapers while indoors and outdoor crowds. I'm sorry, we had the mask mandate. What the fuck is wrong? I'm sorry. God, forgive me. People, forgive me. I try not to curse because I can't help it. I curse like a sailor. I'm just this. Where are they getting this from? Many threw aside their masks after the governor announced last month an end to mandates. This is evident during any trip to the gas station, grocery store, or restaurant, even in or especially in areas with low percentages of vaccinated residents. I'm reading this right here. But doctors and health officers across the state and Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommend anyone who is not fully immunized, including those 2 and older, to keep their mouths and nose. Are they nutty? Please, people, you have what's between your ears. What's between your ears here? Look at me. Between your ears, use it. Use and exercise that muscle, please. We have, oh my gosh. Oh, Stand Up Michigan, making some big headway. Ron Anderson was seen with Mr. T yesterday, and you're going to have to go to local. I told you locals.com because CanConn got banned off of FluffTube, and you can only see CanConn now on. I think he's got Odyssey and the locals.com. But if you go to locals.com and you check in on CanConn, because this guy, he's really following the selection from last year closely. You know, him, Beheezy, and all them guys that got banned from FluffTube. And Mr. T now with that whole new going after big tech. Hoo. So Stand Up Michigan was with Mr. T yesterday. And Stand Up Michigan has their own servers and such like that, but you're going to have to, you'll have to watch. And I don't know if it's going to be, I think I did see it on YouTube because I was watching it on the TV. At night, I get lazy and I don't want to be on the computer, so I sit back and put it on my Roku. Yes, I do that too. I'm bad. Anywho, so Stand Up Michigan is in need of some help. Michiganders, whatever you can help them out will help. And go to locals and you can see Stand Up Michigan there. I'll post a link to everything like I always do. Because again, YouTube, this is just my opinion of the news I am reading. But you remember when they were talking about Mr. T's going to get, they're going to arrest him and blah, blah, blah. I told you it wasn't going to happen. Guys, when are you going to listen to me? When are you going to start trusting what I am telling you? There is more to meets the eye, because I'm telling you, there's more to this Kwame connection, and I feel it in my gut. I'm trying to, but I'm not really great at. I'm not a great digger, so I just try to put two and two together. We'll figure it out. Anywho, that was Michigan politics. Let's go to USA and World. Trump course pays $400K fine after intoxicated golfer charged with fatal crime. Oh my God. American Airlines canceled the flight to the Bahamas, refused to wear their diapers. Superintendent for UP school district arraigned on charge for drunk driving. Well, let's see if everybody else can, because you know what the funny thing is? I've got a couple here in Jackson County that have had DUIs and nothing's ever happened to them. So that's about it for that, guys. So I'm going to let you go because I'm going to go eat my lunch, and I might be back later. I don't know. It just depends on how the littles go and if we can keep them quiet long enough and occupied so I can get back on. But it was kind of interesting, don't you think, what they have right up here, because they're going on and on about CRT. And that was something that Jeremy had talked about on his 5 o'clock show. I don't know. People, use your minds, use your brains. I know sometimes it's hard because we have been in such a lull for forever. We've trusted what we've been told, and you can't. You've got to use your own discernment. You have to use your own judgment, form your opinions based on the facts that you know and that you see. All right. Have a great day. Maybe I'll be back. Maybe I won't. But the links will be in the description. Thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe. Share this, and I'll try to keep going over this with you guys. Have a great day.